Hi there, Kendra. How are you doing today?
I am well, and you?
I'm doing very well. Could you just introduce yourself for us? Just give us your name, your title, a short bio about you, your credentials, and then state the title of your article for us, please.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I am Kendra Todt, and I am a nurse from Tennessee. Was a nurse for 20 years with an associate's degree, and I went back to school for my RN to BSN and just kept rolling RN to BSN to MSN, on to a PhD. And so now I'm a professor, an assistant professor at East Tennessee State University, and also their honors coordinator. So I am just delighted to be here. And my article is titled Strategies to Combat Implicit Bias in Nursing.
Fantastic. Can you give us a brief overview of your article, please?
In essence, if I were to give you an overview of the article, really it's just to say that as nurses, we're lifelong scholars. Okay. And so the article was about implicit bias, and again, just the recognition that we all have biases. They are pervasive. We have learned them over a lifetime, and it's an inflammatory topic. We don't want to admit that we have bias. In essence, that is the grounding feature that as nurses we need to acknowledge, yes, we do, because that's the place that we can start to heal and start to make this better. And so the article was wrote again just to define bias, to help us recognize what types of bias there are. As nurses, again, we're lifelong learners, so to take us back to that point and let us get into a little bit of the literature just to see, well, what is bias? What are the types of bias? And hopefully to see a little bit of ourselves in it. And first we recognize it, and then one of the best things is that the article provides strategies to help us combat them, because we can unlearn these biases. And one of them is through how we speak to our patients. We can speak life, we can speak healing, or we conversely can destroy them. And so no nurse wants to harm a patient, and our words are powerful. But with our words, we need to listen more than we speak. So this article also delves into communication in the art of listening.
That's fantastic. So, with such an important topic, could you let me know what made you want to write an article on this topic specifically?
Well, I am an addiction science researcher. And so for me, being a nurse for 30 plus years now, it was hard for me to delve into literature that really called us on the carpet as nurses, as healthcare workers in general, that we have biases. Because I was in that, oh, absolutely not. I'm not biased. And sometimes it's really for the nurse that thinks they need it the least, but the nurse that needs it the most, to recognize, yes, we do. And so, again, it was hard with my work to see that absolutely that patients, let's say with substance use disorder, we'll hit those or highlight those. They absolutely suffer from stigma, that implicit bias, and it's detrimental to them. And when you learn that it's at the hand of healthcare workers, that was very hard for me. And so that's why I wanted to write this article. It's not to condemn anything like that. It's just really for us as nurses to come to the table and have a conversation and say, okay, so how do we make it better?
Fantastic. So, could you just give us 2 to 3 things that you would like nurses to specifically take away from this article after they read it?
Well, first, I'd like nurses just, again, to normalize the conversation about implicit bias. We need to have this conversation. It's not, it might be an inflammatory topic for some, but it's not. I mean, we have to address the fact that we all have biases. They are pervasive. End of story. And so we come to that point that we recognize them, and then that's when, again, we can start to unlearn these. So biases are pervasive. We all have them, and we can unlearn them. The second thing is nurses, our words are powerful. And so they are regarded and they are sought after. Our words have the power to lift up or destroy, to heal or to wound. And so, again, these are similar to medicine. So let's use or dose them with kindness and compassion, using a trauma-informed language. And finally, if our words are as medicine, and the words that we speak are powerful, we need to learn also, we need to listen more than we speak. So this article also delves into what approaches are there, strategies for me to learn how to be a better listener.
That's amazing. Well, thank you again for writing this article for American Nurse. We really appreciate it, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.
Well, I thank you so much for the opportunity to speak to nurses. They are it's just, I love nursing, so thank you so much for this platform.